Welcome back. You're watching a CNBC TV 18 special show on Invest Karnataka 2016. Now, when you talk about Karnataka, you have to talk about the world of IT and the world of startups. In many ways, Karnataka is the startup and the IT hub of not just the country, but in many ways of the world as well. But with other states notching up their game and attracting IT investments, will Karnataka maintain its lead? Many players from within the IT industry say that it will.
Competition is always good, but having said that, when I talk to IT companies, when they look at expanding, when they want unique talent, the number one location they go to is Bangalore.
Companies will need to devise their own strategies based on which markets and which sectors and which segments of technology that they are actually focused on.
It's been phenomenal to be operating out of this state, right? We've seen a lot of sort of highly skilled people, great innovation, safer city and things like that. But obviously there's so much investment that's come in, there are so many people that have come in, and the government's grappling with how to make sure that the city doesn't burst out of its scene. I think that's the area of focus. That's where we're also working closely with the government. A lot of feedback has been given, but generally I feel there's a lot of commitment in that area, and now we can see some improvement, which is good, and there's a lot more to be done. But as you heard, most of the ministers, trying to sort of understood that's the area of concern for most of the global companies and also domestic companies. But good work going on in that area.
Cisco is one of the largest development centers in the country within Bangalore. What is the kind of expansion that you're looking at in terms of investment, in terms of building your employee base, and also what is the larger footprint that you're looking at garnering as far as the overall India market is concerned?
So, last year when our chairman was here, he had made a commitment of $40 million incremental investment into taking more space in Bangalore, setting up new facilities. We are going to open that in March. That's what I spoke about in my speech today. So we're ready to go. We've built that as a smart city, right? And our employees are citizens working in that smart city. So world-class center. We're going to do a lot of innovation for India and globally out of that center. So it's just a reinforcement of our expansion into the state as well as into the country.
Bangalore, or Karnataka for that matter, is known for some big corporate names that have helped to build and encourage public-private partnership. CNBC TV 18 spoke to Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, one of such names.
I think Karnataka government is extremely responsible and responsive to what industry needs are all about. I think every time, for instance, there's been the Amazon issue about the VAT and how tax should be viewed, and I think they've been very, very responsive in terms of what should be the overall tax approach to e-tailing, for instance. So I think they don't just basically respond to individual needs, but I think they take it as a holistic need of the sector. So I think Karnataka has been very, very visionary in the sense that they have looked at specific sectoral needs of taxation and incentives, and they've dealt with it. So I think from that point of view, I think they have try to do as much as they can to incentivize industry.
Okay, but in terms of the kind of expansion that Biocon is looking at within the state, take us through your capital expenditure or your capacity building plan across the next couple of years.
So, Biocon has invested significantly over the years. I mean, to date, we have invested over 3,000 crores in Bangalore itself, and we have already pledged to invest another 2,000 crores over the next 3 years. So I think the investments are significant. It will be anywhere between 5 to 10,000 crores over the next 5 to 10 years. And I think the reason why we have decided to make this kind of investment in Bangalore and in Karnataka and in Mangalore is because we found the government very, very supportive. They are true partners in ensuring that investors grow their businesses and scale up their businesses in a way that does not pose sort of difficulties and impediments. So I think they are true partners in this journey, and therefore I think we continue to invest in Karnataka and Bangalore particularly, despite all the other challenges that we have in terms of infrastructure. But I think the government now is realizing that unless they invest in infrastructure in terms of logistics, road connectivity, power supply, and many other areas, it is going to be difficult to keep attracting these kind of investments just because the government is very positive.
We also spoke to some companies that have a presence here or are based out of here who are looking at expanding into newer areas, newer verticals across the state of Karnataka.
So far we have made a lot. It started with 2,000 acres and we are now spread over 12,000 acres across India. Right, and the new project which we are starting up is the helicopter plant at Tumkur Gubi, which would, in the next 7 years, would take us about 5,000 crores of investment and employment for 3,000 people. That's the project which is now at Karnataka, and at the different places of different divisions of HL. The projects are continuing. By about 2018-19, we will take call for further investments on road. And again, in Bangalore, we would be enhancing the capacity of the LCA manufacturing from 8 aircrafts per year to 16 aircrafts, which would cost us approximately estimated 1,300 crores. HL would be investing that to increase the production rate of LCA also. And another product which is rolled out is Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40. That's also, we need to make numbers more than 40. That also requires about 1,000 crore investment, which is very immediate, which is happening.
Also, sir, my last question to you is budget is just around the corner. What are your expectations from the upcoming budget? Is there anything that you think can be made to boost the overall?
Oh, yes, the theme of the government is Make in India. And we know what are the requirements of our defense forces. And I'm sure there would be greater opportunities for industry in the defense to make this in India.
The one initiative Mr. Deshpande has been pushing us, so since we have the expertise, so we will be doing big time on the affordable housing. That's the only way with which we can meet Mr. Modi's demand, our Prime Minister's Modi's demand.
The aim of Invest Karnataka 2016 has been to attract investment and large capital across key sectors like high-tech, manufacturing, telecom, defense, aerospace, road and transport, and even the very crucial area of steel and metal and mining have been promised across the state of Karnataka. With that, it's time to wrap up this special edition. Many thanks for watching.